Neither one of us was 100%. I will say that I cannot point the finger at him.
We have real wives.
Married.
Yes,
We have real
wives, and they're on the show, and they rule when they're on the show.
Why y'all saying it like that? Yes, we have real
We
wives.
are an afterthought.
Because he's went through such a hard time, I didn't want him to feel like I was going to lie.
People that go through stuff, they're going to tell you what's bad about it or why it's so dangerous and don't try it. And you just got to be immature about it. You just got to be like, okay.
Here's the thing. We've all done something that we regret. We've all made mistakes, and we all have to learn from that.
Once more, neither one of us was 100% you realize. I will say that I can't blame him. We have genuine wives. And they're on the show. And they rule when they on the show. Why you all maxim it like that? Yes, we have genuine. We are a bit of hindsight. Since he's went through a tough time, I didn't believe that he should feel like I plan to lie individuals that go through stuff they will enlighten you what's terrible, or why it's so risky, and don't attempt it. And you just became juvenile about it. You just became like, okay, here's what we've all accomplished. Something that we lament we've every committed error. And we as a whole need to gain from that dramatization has worked up in Hollywood as a few major names have been engaged with the tales. Spreading like a busher, this has prompted numerous debates, and fans are excited as new disclosures are being made to them. I lost my better half to Duane Martin, and they turned out to be preferable companions over what me and my significant other did. And I was unable to comprehend that Lisa Beam has shouted out and chosen to take areas of strength for this time. She has been vocal in faulting Duane Martin for driving somebody when she was near into gay intercourse. The issue has likewise gulped the Smiths, further warmed the story, their recently merry happiness, immediately blurred in the span of 2 years. When the Players Club entertainer guaranteed her significant other committed infidelity, with the assistance of Duane, the story was started quite a while back, and there has been a ton of history between the VIPs in question, so take it easy as we start all along, and give you nibbles of some extremely delightful tattle. Lisa Beam McCoy has been impeccable in her acting in the American business. Throughout the long term, she has additionally made surprising enhancements and options to the field of style plan. The skilled craftsman has additionally spread the word about her name for the business world, being a fruitful financial specialist. Herself the adoration life of the previous first woman of Turks and Caz Islands has battled dissimilar to her expert profession. She has been in 2 bond relationships, and the endings to those connections have driven the watchers to make more contentions about her. The NFL star Tony Martin attached the bunch of marriage with the entertainer in 1992, the football player, and his then-wife couldn't adapt to the challenges in their marriage and chose to end it just 2 years after the fact in 1994. The issue was I hitched a Playboy. After her most memorable separation, Lisa Beam took a ton of time considering someone else to go through her time on Earth. With, however, Miss McCoy found somebody in 2006. Her then husband was the main clergyman of the Turks and Caz Islands, around then Michael Mick. Additionally, neglected to shape a long connection transport with the Players Club star, as again, following 2 years of marriage, the couple canceled it, albeit the hotshot wound up fizzling with relationships. She actually searched for an ideal counterpart. For her, the entertainer was certain of tracking down somebody to have a deep-rooted relationship with at last. And she found somebody again. The VIP showed her distress to find her perfect partner by taking an interest in a dating show called The Proposition. In that show, the model shortlisted 2 up-and-comers, from which she picked Anthony Bryant, who she got connected then. And there, the dating show Victor couldn't keep down his feelings, as Anthony took to his virtual entertainment, where he posted a proper proposition for Lisa Beam. Anyway, the turnout of the story left everybody in shock, as the entertainer canceled the commitment. In no less than a month, the entertainer said, "Ok, it's finished, and I'm single again. Hi, everybody. Yes, the relationship with Anthony B is over. I feel the best choice was made when I picked Anthony from the cluster of men I was given to choose from the program." The design fashioner additionally educated the watchers that the commitment didn't end based on terrible conditions, and was a shared choice, she gave great hopes everything would turn great for Anthony Bryant. As in guaranteed that she essentially found a companion, she expressed, "We have both come to a common comprehension that we are not sufficiently viable to go on. In seeking after a relationship with one another, I limit no time put into this excursion. Since I was enormously responsive in giving an alternate methodology and viewpoint a shot finding love, I wish Anthony be only awesome." And surprisingly, however a marriage isn't occurring, I obtained another companion. The cases referenced imply the wrecked, ineffectively strung connections between the single women star and her picked guys anyway. The separation with her subsequent husband got the eyes of numerous overall, as the story didn't end well. The separation, as well as the numerous debates it prompted individuals wed somebody they love feel drawn to or possibly accept something unique exists between them. For Lisa Beam, she needed the sensation of affection among her and her perfect partner anyway. As per her, the inclination was absent toward the beginning of the agreement of marriage. Anyway, the entertainer was certain that it would ultimately get made. She felt that relationship had the capability of adoration, as per the celebrity. She enjoyed the thought introduced by Michael Mick, the Chicago breed star, detailed the fantasy he sold me was I need to date you in our marriage. And I had never known about that, and I was believing that his somewhat cunning did the possibility of marriage for the ways change. After her bombed experience with the lawmaker, it definitely did. The main light of Hollywood asserted she shouldn't have framed a marriage without the quintessence of affection in it. As Lisa Beam expressed, for me gives over, I ought to have hitched for adoration. The stunning piece of the news is the story behind the purposes behind the death of the association, as alluded to by Lisa Beam. For her marriage with the previous boss pastor here is when Duane Martin gets acquainted with the contention that gifted American entertainer assumed a major part in the issues made between the wedded couple, whose reality was the television series where Duane got acquainted with her later to be wife Tisha Campbell. The show additionally included Jada Pinkett in the cast, one next to the other, with the dating pair what wife of Will Smith's. The point at which them three became companions, Tisha and Duane, proceeded to thrive their vocations much more as Tisha got the job of Jenna on Martin, while her sweetheart tracked down a decent person to play in the new Sovereign of Bel-Air. That is the point at which the stars met, figuratively and practically, as Duane Martin met Will Smith on the shows set through Tisha, and Duane, the filmmaker, got acquainted with Jada Pinkett. And as per Will, it was head over heels love anyway. Before their story went anyplace, the rapper found Sherry Zampino, with whom he additionally fell head over heels, and afterward wedded anyway. Soon the bond was broken as his better half left. That is when Tasha and Duane set up for Will to meet Jada without assent. It will be noticed that Sherry later lamented her choice as she adjusted her perspective on separate anyway. For Will, it was past the point of no return, as he was not prepared to leave Jada Pinkett up to this point. We have perceived the relations of the multitude of characters associated with the debate with each other. Lisa Beam has shouted out in a meeting about her bombed marriage with a central clergyman, faulting Tisha Campbell's better half for engaging with her companion and maneuvering him into unseemly exercises, albeit more than 10 years since her marriage finished. The mixed drink Sovereign's Co. have still has feelings of spite against the We All co-star. When I presented them, that was perhaps of the most terrible thing I could possibly do, expressed Lisa in a 2019 episode of Uncensored. The Players Club entertainer slammed her ex and faulted him for committing infidelity while being in the marriage with her. She then faulted Duane Martin for driving her better half into such exercises. As per Lisa Beam, she used to consider Duane Martin her sibling and communicated her massive distress by expressing that she had not pardoned the entertainer as of not long ago. It was in 2007 when the strong legislator was discovered kissing Nicole Murphy, as revealed by the New York Day-to-Day News. The spouse of the state leader would not hesitate on any such news, which as per her was only phony anyway. She later countered her proclamation when she informed the fans that the ladies Duane Martin made her significant other meet included nickel Murphy individuals by and large could do without when another person has their spot, particularly seeing someone feeling of desire additionally gets made. In the majority of the cases, the entertainer professed to have lost her significant other to the entertainer, and furthermore presumed that the two men became companions better compared to she and her better half at any point. Where the fans found a tone of envy in the creator proclamations, Duane needed to begin an in the district, constrained by Lisa Beam's significant other, and he started to invest more energy with him, talking about his new task. Duane likewise educated the media that Will Smith and Cedric the Alexander were with him in this undertaking. The men became solid companions, and the gay reports got their coal for the shoot. There have been discusses Will Smith and Duane Martin being associated with B-parties, and the companions were excessively petted over one another, as Will Smith even lent $1 million to his companion for the acquisition of his home. The marriage among Tisha and Duane finished in 2020 in the wake of being together for over 20.